Hey everybody, this is Hero Town Almighty 2011. Welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we obtained the three Fused Shadows, but unfortunately, Zant stopped us right in our tracks and also seemed to harm Minda in the process. And in this episode, we have no choice, as we're stuck as a wolf and Minda is dying. We have to see the one person that can help her, Princess Zelda. Now, the song playing right now, Minda's Lament, it's a really beautiful song that sums up this moment perfectly, and it's a really nice remix of Minda's theme, and it suits her character perfectly as what's going to happen after this event. But apparently, the game doesn't think so because the enemy encounter music plays over it. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to make that, and oh my god, don't hit me, okay. So, it's been a while since I last recorded. It's actually the end of the year by the time I'm recording this. It's December, like, 30th. So, Happy New Year to all you guys in advance. I want to rectify something I said in the previous part. Before, I said earlier in the LP that this is the first Zelda game to have an orchestral arrangement. I was actually incorrect. They wanted it to have an orchestral arrangement, but instead they decided, because the game was like had to be out by the time the Wii came out, they had to cut a lot of things, so one of the things was the orchestral soundtrack. While the trailer song, Don't Want You No More, and a few other tracks are orchestrated, everything else is still synthesized. So, yeah, Skyward Sword is the first Zelda game to have an orchestral soundtrack. Anyway, as you can see, there's no way to turn out of a wolf, and everyone in the town's afraid of us, and no one will help us. Though we can talk to the animals, but they don't really offer anything important. So, you'll be searching around this town, and you're going to be figuring, what do I have to do? Well, funny enough, you have to go to the first place you wouldn't suspect. You have to go to Telma's bar. By the way, hopefully, because a lot of time has passed, I actually am using the GameCube controller that came with Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So, now that I have a better controller, hopefully I'll be able to, be more precise on my actions. Anyway, the door's open, so let's try going inside. Beast, get out! So we get booted out, and they slam the door on us. Well, honestly, what did we think was going to happen? Well, that was kind of our last chance to get inside somewhere, so what are we going to do now? And, hey, you there. Oh, it's Telma's cat. This is actually the first time she's talking to us. You're Link, correct? I really like the rain effects in this game, by the way. I don't think I've actually got into that. Yes, I thought so. I could just tell, you know? I'm Luis. Do you remember meeting me in the shop before? Though I don't think we properly introduced. In any case, I must tell you, I'm a bit puzzled as to why you look like that. Really, dear, you can't blame the humans for tossing you out the way you look. You know, I kind of like how the animals, like, even if they know who Link is, they don't question why he's a wolf. I mean, like, they question it, but they're just like, yeah, I know you're cool. Oh? Another patient? You certainly are a curious sort. Please. Princess Zelda. This way. Here, get in through the window. This attic is connected to the castle's waterway. It's an old waterway, though, so it could be a rough trip. Well, I suppose all that's left to do is to make sure that the humans don't notice you. So, now we have a way to get inside. I should note something interesting. In Hyrule Historia, there's concept art of Luis with, I think it's Darbus. I'll put something up if I'm wrong. But apparently she was going to have a much bigger role in the game, but there's a... Oh, I missed. This and something later in the game is like the only time she'll actually be relevant to the story, so it's kind of weird. But it is nice that we have, that it's not just like people that we're friends with, also animals help us out too. Which, you know, I wish they did more of it in this game, but it is nice the times that happen. Anyway, we have to sneak in through this area, so... And for some freaking reason, they have like pots next to like the edges, so... A bit of advice. You can mess up twice by breaking those pots, because the first time they'll be like, what was that noise? But then the second time they'll just kick you out. If you lock on, no matter what though, they won't see you unless you break the pots. If you want, you can actually lock onto them and eavesdrop on what they're saying. So why don't we do that? Also, I have to get back. I have to get used to the fact that the camera is inverted in this game. Whoa, close up. The elder told me to escort Telma, but the city air does not suit my skin. He doesn't really have anything interesting. Oh, oh my God, I was close. Wow, I really need to get used to the fact that the camera is inverted. Okay, what does Telma have to say? How come? Oh my God, I can't read. How it's come to this, huh? Monsters walking in the streets of the town. What in the world are the soldiers of Hyrule doing? The Gorons are much more reliable than they are. It's not even funny. Well, it actually says that while laughing. Anyway, the first time I played this, I just always break the pots here, but I'm just gonna sneak past and okay, game. So let me try to edge. Okay, I guess I'm going backwards. Anyway, oh wow, I didn't even know I could do that. That was cool. Anyway, let's listen down here because this seems to be an interesting sort of people. I heard that the acquaintance of Telma has defeated the beast that had been attacking tourists on the bridge. His name was Link. It sounds as though he brought Telma and a young war to Kakariko Village. You know, now that I think about it, the fact that he mentions tourists is interesting because it's... I'm not sure if I brought this up earlier in the LP because it was a long time ago, but this is the first Zelda game to actually differentiate Hylians and humans, so it's kind of interesting how, like, they mentioned that people from outside of Hyrule are visiting. And here I was, thinking Hyrule was empty of men of valor. Oh no, I don't believe he's from Hyrule proper at all. No, my understanding is that he's from the small neighboring province of Ordona. Yeah, they say it right there too, because if you notice, I think I said this before, but like the fact that in Linneiru's speech she brought up 3 light spirits, but not Ordona. Ordona is relatively new, and she's the protector of the humans, as opposed to Linneiru, Faron, and Eldin, who have always been the protector of the Hylians. It's kind of weird how, like, everyone's referred to as a human up until this game. Because then they differentiate between humans and Hylians, because Hylians have long ears and humans just look like humans. So, where humans came from, I have no idea. They didn't really explain that well, but I think there's humans in Majora's Mask, but don't quote me on that. This may sound horribly elitist, but people who do not know the city simply do not know fear. That kind of was horribly elitist. Anyway, let's go through this door, which you're never going to go through it in the game ever again, and funny enough, and frankly, I don't understand how this works, because, well, okay, you remember those lanterns that I said before that there's no way to defeat them currently? Now we can! These are Po-Imps! If you look at their official art, which I'll flash on screen right now, they're terrifying! Yeah, like, I would have preferred them just being a floating lantern, but that's how you defeat them. We turn into a wolf and basically attack them and rip out their freaking soul. They blow up, and there's a... Ooh, who's this? Ooh, thanks for beating that ghost. Can I call you Doggy? I'm Giovanni. I've been consumed by greed long ago, and sold my soul to a dark creature that did this to me. I can't move. I can't go see my girlfriend, and my pet Jingle is frozen on my head. I don't think it'd be more miserable. I just noticed his eyes glow different colors. That's cool. I have to ask you a favor, Doggy. Can you find and defeat the 20 ghosts that lurk in the dark for me? I think if you free the pieces of my soul from the ghosts that hold them, I'll be free. Oh, but it's raining outside now, so I don't think you can go outside directly. I'll open the door underground waterway for you. See, if you can't move... How do you do that? Also, how are you alive if you can't move? Don't you need to eat? Well, I guess you're fat, so... Once the rain stops, you can come back here by digging through the front wall where the cats gather. Understand, Doggy? Okay, what he's saying right there... this is where that thing I was talking about, where you need to defeat Pose for part of the 100%. The first 20 gets you a reward, and defeating all of them, while it doesn't give you a great reward... it is still required. So, we're going to be hunting Pose here and there, but don't worry, near the end of the LP, I will do a montage where all of them are. And I will do a montage of also where all the golden bugs are, even though we've already collected some, so I'll just like put the clips up for the ones we did collect. By the way, think I said this in Sonic Adventure DX, but I love flooded areas in video games, so I always used to like just stay on the screen for a while just because I love the way the house looks when it's flooded. Realistically, though, like, an actual house flooded is terrible, but still, it just looks really pretty here. Anyway, let's go inside. I don't understand how this is connected to Hyrule's sewer, but also, Telma's bar is separated from this guy's house through a hallway and everything. Unless there's like a skywalk, how are the two connected? Ow, rat! Jeez. I really need to get back used to the fact that the camera is inverted. Hold on a minute, actually. Can I go to the options and switch that? Give me 1 second. Okay, no, there's absolutely no way to switch the camera. I guess I'm just gonna have to get used to the camera being inverted. I mean, that's weird, too, because, like, I played Zelda for so long, and, like, now... And it's just because of, like, all the games I've been playing recently that now the camera being inverted is bugging me. So I guess it should stop being wimp. By the way, I'm actually going to start recording on a new laptop because I got a new one to replace my old one after 3 years. But right now they're transferring all the data over at Best Buy, so I'm still using the home computer, but hopefully future episodes of the LP will now just be from my laptop. Anyway, pretty simple puzzle in the sewers. All you have to do is carry the light around and basically light all these torches, which you think they would unlock a treasure chest or something, but really, all you're doing is just making it so you can get rid of that spider web over there. It's just an easier side, but me personally, I always just light them just because I have an OCD. Anyway, go over here, light this torch, go up there, and get rid of that spider wall. Also, there are enemies over there, but don't worry about fighting them. Really, again, like, there's get up there! Jeez. There's priorities, and we have to rescue Minda first, so you come over here, and it looks like a dead end, but if you use your wolf senses, you dig. And, look familiar? We're back to the first area we were when we were a wolf. Anyway, now that we're here, you know the way already, so let's just go all the way back up. Now I gotta... F*** you! Seriously! Now I gotta say, the attention for this area I really like. Again, along with Minda's Lament, just the fact that there's like this really, which also, by the way, it's called Minda's Desperate Hour on the OST. For some reason it has 2 different names. Just the fact that, like, there's this, like, really tense action going on while you're trying to save Minda from dying and all that. It's just, this is, like, a really good moment in the game. And, whoa, I almost fell off again. Yeah, the tightrope controls for the wolf aren't the best. Anyway, we're gonna keep on walking up here. I'm trying to think of things to say, because it's been a good while since I've actually recorded a part, and I know, like, I have, like, a very inconsistent schedule, considering, like, the LP started, like, back in November of last year, and, like, it's the end of 2014, and I'm only up to, like, part 22, I think this is. So, really? Okay, give me a minute, then. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, just recording from this computer is starting to become awkward, especially because the fact that my mic is not dying, but, like, it's kind of just on a hinge. So, well, wow, you have terrible aim. Anyway, let's go out here. It may just be me, but I kind of like Minda with the blue hair, but the fact that all of her colors are inverted is kind of creepy. Anyway, we're back out here in the regular weather, and I really hope that this isn't chugging my computer's graphics, considering. By the way, you don't have to push this, you can just jump up it. I made that, like, mistake earlier, and if you may have noticed on the corner of your eye over there, the game's actually giving you a hint of what to do for getting over some areas, and also that Argarok is facing me. Not Argarok. That Hamarok is facing me. Yeah, we saw how we went over that bridge while the wind was blowing. That's the only way you can get over it, due to the fact that you can't jump with Minda. Anyway, let's get over here before those birds beat us. Okay, we're in the door. Well, final home stretch. Now all we have to do is talk to Princess Zelda, and hopefully she can fix things. Without further ado, let's enter the door.
definitely take